Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel by Priscilla Arce. If this is your first time viewing, my name is Priscilla Arce. I'm so excited that you are watching my video on my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, because today I am so excited to share one of my favorite hobbies, crafts, and that's gift wrap. And I love gift wrapping. So today I'm going to show you a couple different ideas, things that I like to do just to spruce up your gift wrapping. And let's start. So I'm so excited because every year I have a theme or a color. So this year I decided to do a little bit more like neutrals, keep it a little bit more minimalistic, boho, but just classy, simple gift wraps. So I went to Target. I love Target. And I ended up getting these really cute gift wrap. So this paper is from Sugar Paper by Target. And I also ended up getting this gift wrap as well. I think this is just the regular Target brand. But my color scheme this year is going to be white, gold, and this really, really pretty, I don't know, like a blush, almost like nude. This was actually my color for my wedding, so I love it. So I got this gift wrap. This is my theme for this year, and I ended up getting this really cool ribbon, also by Sugar Paper, and it's almost like a velvety color, and it just goes really well with that. And I also ended up getting this gold as well, and this is the Wondershop at Target. And then I ended up getting just this really plain white with the gold on the outside just to kind of tie everything together. So this is my color scheme for this year. Plus I'm going to incorporate some greenery here. And so every year I like a theme. I like to keep it simple. I like to keep everything together. So I have 3 different gifts that we're going to wrap today. And we're going to use the 3 different types of paper. So maybe some of you guys are asking like, oh, I don't want to spend that much money on gift wrap. I love spending money on gift wrap. I mean, I'm not going to splurge like 20 bucks on a roll of paper. If it's like $5 or something like that, yes. But you can also use items at home. So the first gift that we're going to wrap is actually going to be this brush set from Artis. I love their brushes. They're amazing. And say you don't have gift wrap, you can actually use a brown paper bag. This is one of those big brown paper bags you can get from Trader Joe's. I just ended up cutting the bottom so we can use this for gift wrap, and it also goes with my theme. I always like to get something. This brown paper is beautiful. It goes with everything. So I always try to keep my gift wrap simple, so if I run out of gift wrap and I have like 2 more gifts to do, you can also go to the dollar store and get that brown packaging paper. But I just found this brown paper bag that I have. So I just cut up the bottom. I cut the center. So now it's almost like a piece of wrapping paper kind of. So I can actually make like 2 or 3 gifts out of this sheet. So I'm not going to use the whole thing. So I'm going to actually cut what I need. So let me see so we're going to fold it there, and then this is going to come up, and then I usually crease it because there's already creases in it. So I'm going to crease where I'm going to cut. So we're going to cut here. And it doesn't have to be even like. So look it, I still have some extra, and you can use this for little small gifts or little last minute gifts or earrings or jewelry. This would fit perfect. So I'm going to save this bad boy. And I'm going to put it to the side. Okay, so now we have our piece of brown paper bag and our gift here. So for me, anytime I have an item, if it's shoes, if it's clothes, anything, you want to flip your box around. Because when whoever opens your gift, they're going to open it with the right side up. So I always put the face at the bottom. And since this is kind of like, it has so many creases, I'm gonna try to move it so when we're at the top of it, there's not so many wrinkles. So then we're gonna go with this side. So I always start with the side that's a little bit shorter. Yes, you want it even, but if it's not, it's fine. And I always go with the shorter side, and I put the tape on the actual box so it's secure. And I usually put 2 pieces. You can put 1, 2. I like to put 2 because it makes it a little bit more secure. And, okay, so now I'm noticing that I didn't center my box properly. I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna flip it this way. I have more paper on this side than this side. Okay, we're gonna move it this way. I don't know if you can see, but I have more paper on this side than I do this side. That's okay. We're just going to lift this up, and I'm gonna center it a little bit more. Is that more even? Yeah, that's good. And then we'll tape it. All right. And I like to snug the gift wrap so it's tight. So I kind of just take this, and I'm gonna flip it this way, and you can see like it's nice and tight. So I'll do that. And since we have some extra, I'm gonna fold this piece so it makes it look really nice. And then, okay, if you notice that, oh, I still have, you can see the tape, that's fine. You'll just wanna put your tape over the tape. So once again, make sure it's nice and tight on both sides. And then you get your piece of tape. And then just put it over it. You can use clear tape. I kind of just use whatever I had. Because I have so much tape at home, I didn't want to buy. Okay, so now we're going to do the sides. So for the sides, you're going to, I don't know if you can see this, but you're going to push this down first. And then you're going to take the side and you're going to crease it down like this. So it's a nice clean side. I don't know if you guys can see. And then you're going to take one side. I'm going to start with the right. And you fold it in. And make sure it's nice and snug and tight. And it's almost like a diagonal. And you're going to do the same on the other side. The trick to this is, so I know that there's some like gifts where on the ends they're so puffy, or like one end's really thick and the other end you don't really have enough gift wrap. I always make sure that it's always tight. You're always kind of like pulling. And then it's up to you. You can keep it like that with the triangle at the top, or you can fold your triangle so it's nice like that. So we're gonna fold the top of the triangle, and then we're just gonna use one piece of tape, and we're just going to tape it like that. And then we're gonna do the same for the other side. I like to make sure my creases are really good. If you have a little bit coming out like that, you can always cut it, or you can just tuck that bad boy in there so you can't see it anymore. So I'm gonna fold the top. All right, make sure it's snug. Just get a piece. And just a piece of tape. And look at how nice that is. All the sides are secure. It looks nice. So now the fun part. Okay, ribbon. So with this color scheme, I really love this ribbon. Look at how nice this looks. So with this one, and this one is again from Sugar Paper from Target. With this one, we're always gonna wanna start at the top. So since there's a crease here, I'm gonna wanna hide it. So we're gonna do the ribbon like this. Look at how nice that is, you can't even see it. And that's perfect, because then we can hide this side. And then you're gonna wanna tie it. All right, so before I tie anything, I'd like to measure it out. So I need more slack. So that will be good. And then I always cut at a diagonal. There we go. All right, so let's redo this. So I have my ribbon cut like how I want to. We're gonna go like that over the crease, so we're gonna hide that. We're gonna flip it to the bottom. And then we're gonna tie it. And then we're gonna flip it over. And make sure it's nice and secure. And I'm gonna do a knot. And over here I have like the dried, like, this is from my Christmas tree or my garland. So I just cut like a piece of that. This is eucalyptus. These are both eucalyptus. And then I have little bunny tails here. Since it's brown paper, I want the grain to really pop out. So we could just use this. So I'm gonna slip that through like that. Perfect. And then you're gonna make your bow. Secure that. And then you can slide this down a little bit more. I'm gonna make the bow a little bit smaller because I don't really like mine droopy. I like mine. Okay, so you have excess, that's fine. You're gonna just take your scissors and you're gonna cut at a diagonal. And then do the same for the other side. Perfect, so this is a little gift we made out of a brown paper bag. You can cut off a little trim from your tree or your garland or a bush from outside, whatever. But just add that little greenery and look at it. It makes it look so cute. And then if you have gift tags, you can add a little gift tag and tie it underneath. And there's your Christmas gift. So that's the first example. Okay, so our next gift that we're going to wrap is going to be this fun gift. It's a sheet mask, great for teenagers or anyone, self-care Saturdays or weekends. So I have this gift. It's a little bit larger than the one that we just wrapped. It's a little bit thinner. But I'm going to actually use the roll I got from Target because I love this color. So I love wrapping paper, I don't know if you can see, that have the squares and the lines. With people that I know there's wrapping paper that don't have it, I love it because it helps me center everything properly and cut everything perfectly. So I'm going to teach you guys how to cut this properly. So I always measure. So with the roll, I always like to have 3 squares. I don't know if you guys can see that. I like to have 3 squares. So 1, 2, 3. 3 full squares on both sides. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then I'm gonna cut the third. All right. Okay. And then we can put this one to the side. So you can see now we have such a long piece of paper. So we're gonna count. So we have 3 on each side. And then now we're going to measure. We're not gonna cut yet. So it landed here. So then I'm gonna cut. And then we have extra. Okay. So now that we have our piece cut perfectly, 3 boxes on each side, you're gonna wanna always make sure that your gift is facing downward. So when whoever opens their gift, it's gonna be opened the correct way. Okay. And again, these grid lines are amazing because everything will be straight. And I mean, I love it. And again, you're gonna wanna make sure, I'm gonna flip it this way. You're gonna wanna make sure it's snug, so it's not loose. But don't pull too much where you rip the wrapping paper. Like, you want it snug enough. Okay, and then you can keep it like that, but I like to just fold it a little bit. You can fold it on the line. I don't know if you could see. You can fold it right here on the line. And it just makes it look a little bit cleaner. There we go. And then I'll cut my piece of tapes. And again, pull. So it's nice and snug. Look at that. Okay, so now that we've pulled both sides, now we're gonna go to the ends. So I always go to the side. You're gonna wanna start with one side, and then we make our triangles. And always pulling the wrapping paper towards you so you have a nice grip. All right, so we have, I'm gonna flip it this way. So we have our triangles like that, and then we have it pulled in. Always make sure it's snug. And then since this one is a little bit different than the other one, we can actually tape it up here. And then just one tape. Nice. I'm gonna show you guys. And then the other side, did the same thing for the other side. So now we have our second gift, and look at how nice that is. Okay, so we already used the pink velvet ribbon, and we want things to be cohesive and in the same theme. So I'm really digging this white one, the white with the gold. How beautiful is that? So for this one, we are going to do, I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one. So we want everything to match. So I'm going to bring back the brown paper bag. And I'm going to just put this one to the side. But what we can do, we'll take scissors. And we're just going to cut a strip. And make it a little bit thicker. Put this to the side. Okay. And then we're going to go back and we're going to get this. And what we can do, you can do it 2 ways. I'm going to do it this way because it's not long enough to do it horizontally, so we're going to do it vertical. So I always measure everything before cutting it. All right. So we want the nice part out here. So that's that. So like the wrapping, I always tape one side down. And then this one, it's gonna go over. And with this one, I don't want the tape to be seen. So I'm gonna actually put the tape inside. Or if you have glue, you can like glue it together, the brown paper bag together, but I'm gonna make sure it's snug. And it's gonna look like this for now. And then now, you're gonna take the whites, measure it, so I need a little bit more to make a ribbon. Always cut at a diagonal. Then we'll put the white and then make yourself a nice ribbon in the middle. Oh, I love this. Always fluff your little bunny ears. If this one's not going the way that you want to, and the ribbon's just like, oh, we can actually turn the gift like that. That looks so much better. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to also cut at a diagonal. So you can add greenery if you like. You can add maybe like a little bit eucalyptus if you want, just to add some greenery. But look at how good it already looks together. They're complementing each other. And we just took scraps from the brown paper bag and we just added it here, but it just makes it nice and festive. So these are our two that we have so far, and I have one more to show you guys, but I'm already loving this color scheme. Hey guys, so the next gift, the next item we have, this is actually for my brother-in-law. We get all our gifts from Amazon. This year it's been so convenient. We've been getting gifts the next day on Prime. This is not an ad. I just love Amazon. My husband loves Amazon. Our whole family loves Amazon. So this is for him. So I'm gonna choose this white paper with the gold lines for him. I'm not gonna give him blush or pink. So we're gonna give him white. So we're gonna put the gift to the side, and this paper is from Sugar Paper from Target. I love these grid lines. Grid lines make it so much easier to cut, center things, and just make it look beautiful. And I love their paper because it's so thick. It's easier to cut. It's easier to really have a really nice, tight gift wrap. And also the thickness is good too, because a lot of the Amazon boxes are thick, and you don't want the print or anything to show. No, I'm gonna keep it in the same box. He'll be fine. I'm not gonna put it in a different box of tissue paper. He'll be fine. So the grid on this one is a little bit different. So these are a little bit thicker. So I'm going to want 2 boxes on each side. So I'm going to move this a little bit out. I have 2 boxes, and we'll do here because this is a half a box. So I'll just do here on each side. So there's 2.5 boxes on each side. And then grab my scissors. And once again, I love this because of the grid lines. It makes everything so much better and so much easier. And also, if you don't cut straight, the grid lines help, but sometimes like you might not get exactly on the line. So you might want to do maybe 3 boxes or half a box wider just in case the line's not straight. So we're gonna put this one away. Oh, this paper is so good. Also, again, make sure you're pulling and it's nice and tight. I don't know if you can see here, like right here, you want to make sure that this is snug and it's tight, and just pull it, and then you're going to grab your tape and you're going to tape one side, make sure that's secure, and then you're going to tape the other side. Both sides are nice and secure. Okay, now we're going to do the sides. So we're going to push the paper down. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're going to push the paper in like that and make sure it's snug. And then on the side right here, so push that down. As you're pushing down, you're going to create a diagonal on both sides. Create a diagonal. Once you created the diagonal, you're going to, let me do it this way. You're going to push the wrapping paper in against the box to create another like triangle. So really we want nice clean edges. If you guys can see there, there's a nice clean edge here and there's a nice clean edge here. You're going to do the same for the other side. So diagonal comes in. Start from the corner down and just press down so you have like a nice clean line. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nice clean line here. A nice clean line here. Look how nice that is. And then you're gonna once again pull because you want it nice and tight. I can already see a gap right here, which I don't like. So I'm actually going to pull this in a little bit. So it's not going away. So if that happens to you guys, just take a piece of tape and just tape it down here because you're not going to see that because when that, and look it, the gap went away. And we're gonna push this in so it's even, so it's a nice triangle, and then we're gonna fold it and then put the tape on that end. And look how clean it is, and there's no gap right there. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Nice clean lines, nice and clean on both sides. And now the fun part is the ribbon. So we already used, so in our previous wrapping, we used the nude with the white and the brown paper. So this matches and that looks beautiful. And then we have the white matches both with the gold. So next we can either do two things. We can do the blush to tie everything together. Ooh, I actually like that. We're gonna use this one. Or we could use gold Or another one is you can use like twine if you want to make it a little bit more like rustic. You could do that. So these are 3 options. You can do gold, which is a little bit thicker, the velvet one that we already used, or we can do twine. I wish this was live so you guys can be like, oh, do twine, do pink. We can do all of them. I mean, there's so many other gifts I have to wrap. So I love the different textures. That's all what it's about. It's different textures, different colors, different patterns, and it just comes together so beautifully. So I'm not going to do the gold because there's gold in here. This looks great, but I'm also really liking the twine a lot because it goes with the brown paper. But I love pink. But we'll use twine for right now. Because, again, this is for my brother-in-law. And I don't think he's really going to mind the pink velvet. But that's okay because it's my gift wrapping. So we're going to use the twine. And this is extra twine I actually had from last year. So with this one, we're just going to keep it really simple. So this is another cool example too. Maybe you guys aren't really good at making bows. I love making bows, but maybe you're like, oh, I'm not really good at bows. Well, this is a really cool, simple thing that you can do. So you're going to take your gift, and you're always going to want to start with any ribbon, twine. You can also use yarn. Say you don't have time and you went to Target like I did and all the shelves were empty. You can go get yarn, twine, balloon string, anything. And so you always want to start with the right side up, and you're just going to cross it. And we'll do it a couple times. Okay, so there's a couple things you can do with this. You can wrap it around a couple times and you can actually spread out the twine like that, like it's just spread apart. Or you can keep it a little bit closer together. And then you can make a knot if you're not really good at making bows. I'm not going to make a bow for this one, just in case you're like, oh, I don't know how to make that. So with this, you're just going to just make a knot like that. And we'll keep it like that. And then what you can do, just to spruce it up a little bit, I always cut the ends of the greenery. You can stick your greenery, or whatever greenery, we'll add another one. You can even add another eucalyptus. And let me just show you. And you could just stick it in. You can leave it like this if you want, or you can take your twine that you had and you could just wrap it around. And then just cut the ends off. And you can spread it apart if you want. This one's really minimalistic. And then you could just add like a gift tag to it. You could just add a gift tag like that. Super simple. You just put greenery, or you can put some of your tree or garland in it. And this one, we didn't do any bows, nothing. We just kept it really simple, really plain. And I think my brother-in-law will love it because it's really like minimalistic, rustic, I think. Yeah, so these are the 3 gifts, little gift ideas that you want to do. And once again, if you don't have gift wrap, it's okay. You can use a brown paper bag like we did with this one. Look at how great it looks. But these are the 3 gifts, and we kind of kept it in the same color scheme. And we used a little pieces from each just to make something cohesive. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Gift Wrap 101, and stay tuned because I have a video on gift tags. And I'm so excited for you guys to join me. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel.